It's about Voice Guy Patch's birthday?
Yes.
Okay, you come up with something else that you bought online. All right. Okay, this is the
like a lid guard because the cat keeps trying to get in your drink.
This is the pre-show. Welcome to the pre-show, and now welcome to the podcast. Choo pow pow, bing bing, pow pow pow, boo boo boo, pa chow, pow pow. This is the Kind of Nerdy Girls podcast, starring Katie.
Hello.
What was the last thing you ordered online?
A leotard.
That's awesome.
Yep.
I wish everybody could have
And
that
I
answer.
have an excuse because it's not mine.
All right, and poo poo poo, pa pa. It's Shelly.
Hello.
What's the
What'd you
last
buy?
thing you ordered online?
I'm actually going to say the last thing my kids ordered online was, a Millennium Falcon waffle maker for me.
Oh, nice. All
It was a little gift. I got it yesterday. So awesome.
Have you
All right.
used it yet?
No, I'm going to use it tomorrow morning.
All right. Woo, woo, woo. Warning. There's a kind of nerdy dude in the room. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name's Clay.
What are you doing here?
I am an honorary nerdy girl this evening.
You paid to be here.
Yes, I did pay to be here. I wasn't sure how to,
We accept cash
I
donations.
bought my way in the front door.
You made a donation the last time we were working on, it was Isabel's wish, the Harry
Yes.
Potter wish,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
All right.
So-
And we couldn't,
All right.
we couldn't make the event, but Wendy
missed
and
a
I
good party.
had some alcohol, and I purchased a vacuum, and I am a guest on the on the
That's
podcast.
right. Remember the vacuum was a last minute addition to the silent
Yeah.
auction?
It's such an awesome vacuum.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And so then, Clay.
There's
Yeah.
also like 18 drones, but you went for the vacuum.
I did.
How is the vacuum working out for you?
It's fantastic.
Okay,
It works so
great.
well.
It
Great.
sucks.
Ha ha.
Well done.
My name is KJ, and the last thing I ordered on Amazon was a new baking element for the oven.
Wow.
Yes, the oven will broil, but it will not bake.
No kidding.
Oh.
So, and we are back.
What's the difference?
Well, the broiler is the top part. The burns.
the
Is the
stove
burner
part?
at the top? No.
No.
It's in the ceiling
Yeah.
of your...
Yeah.
Heats
Where
down.
the light is. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's
it's
just heats on top.
it's the thing that turns red and makes garlic bread delicious.
Ooh, okay, I follow.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the bottom baking element is for like when you're actually baking, say, a cake, and you want full.
See,
heat.
whenever instructions tell me to put it in a certain part of the oven, I always put it dead center and just ignore that part.
Right, but when you turn it to
Yep.
bake, then your elements are both
I just
working.
turn it on, and it's like, what temperature do you want? I'm like, all right, this ish, sure, because I change it constantly while it's cooking, and then it just cooks, so it works.
Hope for
Right,
the
well-
best.
Yep, definitely.
Wait until your baking element goes out, and then you will realize that things do not cook.
How
I
long
rent,
has yours
so
been
that's
out?
not my problem.
What's that?
How long has it been out?
It's been four
I'm
Getting
months?
4 in
4
our
weeks.
ears.
4 weeks. We've been working without
Oh, that's brutal.
an oven.
No, at the beginning of the year, I didn't have an oven for 3 months because it was in my new house and it went kaput.
Oh,
And then I didn't measure correctly for the home warranty people, and they brought out a teeny tiny little oven.
Like an easy bake.
Like the hole was like this big, and this oven was super tiny. And I was
probably
like,
your replacement easy
You
bake
could do
oven.
one cookie,
and
one brownie.
I was kind of like, why did you leave it up to me? I don't know what I'm measuring. What I thought they would have
Regular
like, be
oven
professionals,
sized.
right?
Duh.
Yeah, no. They brought it in, and we all laughed. Like even the installers were like, "What? This is not going to work." So yeah.
It's not like one of those like fancy ones where it like kind of like fits into the wall with the other oven that makes up for it being small.
Ah,
Right.
yes.
Yeah, but that was the 2 units. It was the oven and the microwave. And it was still a good 7 inches too small.
Looks like you're using the microwave.
Yeah, 4 months. That was January to April with no oven.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and well, before I continue on this is the first episode that we are doing now that Spider-Man is back.
Yes.
In the MCU, so we're going to talk about that.
The cat's excited about it too.
Yeah, we heard that.
Yes, you will hear. We are back, and we are back on the couch. It's been a bit since we've been on the couch doing the podcast. So while we are talking, Voice Guy Patches will be preparing a fine meal for us of
Yes.
chicken Alfredo. And he will be using the broiler part of the oven for the garlic bread. So.
The
that's
inner
all you
oven.
got.
But
Okay.
it was, you know what, like this past weekend when we went shopping, it was like
It's
our
hard.
brains knew that the oven wasn't working. So every single idea that we had involved the oven. Right? Like, you'd be like,
can't do that.
Man, we haven't made taco bake in a long time. Let's do that.
I guess we'll just order
You gotta
in.
bake that. Yeah, well, it's been a lot of Grubhub.
Every time
Yeah.
I think about ordering in, I get an email from DoorDash.
Oh, they know.
That's so creepy. They
And I
stalk
learned
us. Yeah.
if you put stuff in your cart and you take it out of the cart and you just close the app, it'll send you an email like, your cart's waiting. Hey, come back. You're not done.
Oh, Hot Topic does
so
that
Yep.
too.
Do
if
they
you look
really?
if you look at something we saw, you looked at this, and
Yeah.
I didn't even put it in my cart.
Yeah.
Oh, my
It's
God.
very scary.
We know you opened it.
That's crazy.
And then I had one where it said, so I had put like some Chick-fil-A or something in there and I'd taken it out because I was like, oh, we'll be responsible and we'll just cook dinner. So then I got an email that said, your order from blank is waiting on you because I took Chick-fil-A out. So I'm sure it's like auto-populates, but it was just
Right.
a giant blank space in the title.
Oh man, I love ordering food. I'm telling you,
It's
why
so easy.
Why hasn't Netflix or Hulu, one of those services, figured out when you're binge watching, like in between episodes, looks like you're going to be on the couch a while. You need some pizza,
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Order
Yeah.
in advance. The season's coming up.
right?
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. All right, so welcome back, Spider-Man.
Yay.
How's everybody feeling?
So good.
So happy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It was ludicrous. That whole thing was just ludicrous.
Yes. So I don't know if you've been living under a rock, like our friend Russell that produces sometimes for the Kind of Nerdy Girls. I posted in the Kind of Nerdy Network when Spider-Man came back to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, like, hey guys, look at this. We did not see this coming.
What a surprise.
And then he was like, wait, what happened? Spider-Man wasn't? In the-
I
in-
grieved
in
and
the
moved on
MCU?
like when I found out they were fighting about it.
But
Yeah.
so my reaction at first was like, what? How do you call yourself kind of nerdy and you didn't even know that? And then my next reaction was, you lucky son of a gun. You didn't have any of the stress, right?
Right.
In his world,
Yeah.
Spider-Man's just been doing what Spider-Man
Yeah.
does.
Right?
I was like, well, time to move on. I guess
Like-
Tobey Maguire only gets 3 movies.
Tom Holland was going to have to act like he wasn't confused in the next movie.
Right.
Like I was, in this whole entire storyline.
Yes, we're going to
Yeah.
Venom only, right?
Well, yeah, and like at FanX, when we worked celeb photo ops with him, I had to stand outside and tell people like, "Hey, you can't hold up Sony signs," or like there were people who were like Team Sony and Team Marvel, and
Oh,
we're like,
wow.
"You can't do that when you
Oh,
go
my
in
gosh.
the room." Like you just get to take a picture with Tom.
Right?
Yeah.
Tom doesn't want
It's not
to.
the
You're not
company.
making
No
Tom
message.
doesn't want to
Yeah.
talk about the divorce right
company.
now.
Right.
Okay.
Right. You don't make your kids hold up signs.
No, no,
I mean,
I'm Team
if
Dad.
you're a good parent, you don't.
You're good. I
Right.
did, but no.
But it was interesting because Spider-Man came out on digital a few weeks ago, and voice guy Patches had not watched it, so he was like, he's not even Team Spider-Man. Like
Oh,
he didn't
me
want to go
either.
see it in the theater.
No.
Right?
Oh.
So did you watch it during the time that we thought Spider-Man was out of the MCU?
No, I saw it shortly after it came out.
Okay.
And I saw it by myself in theaters. I was traveling. Because I wanted to see, actually it was like July 3rd and 4th, and Wendy and I wasn't traveling, but
Yes.
Wendy was at her mom's.
Wendy is Clay's wife.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
That's okay.
So
follow.
I went to see Endgame because they added the additional footage.
Oh,
at,
yeah.
10 o'clock at night, and then I went to see Spider-Man like 10 o'clock the next morning.
Oh my gosh.
And then I went to go get.
Did we
Go hang out
ever
with
see
him.
the extra footage of Endgame?
It was like a minute. It was like not
No,
worth the
I
3
know.
hours
Yeah.
of movie.
I was glad I saw it again, but yeah, the extra footage was kind of lame.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can just wait until it comes out.
So
Yeah.
I went to our kind of nerdy night out and saw Spider-Man Far From Home without Patches. 'Cause I was like, screw you. I don't care that you don't like Spider-Man.
Right.
I'll stay married to you, but I'm seeing this movie without you. Right? You
Yeah.
gotta take a stand sometimes.
Right.
Yeah. And I don't think it got that intense, but looking back, I was a little bitter that he wouldn't see
And
Spider-Man
it was
with
all
me.
the more shocking, not to go into spoilers, but like there's such a significant moment at the in the after credit scene of
The end.
Yes.
Well, yes.
And it
I
completely
think it's okay. I feel like
It's been long enough.
It's been. I think
Yeah.
we're out of spoiler world. So
Yeah.
if you,
Okay.
I mean,
Thanks,
if you
Jake
haven't, just
Gyllenhaal.
just fast forward through, and
Right.
eventually
Yeah.
we'll be talking about ovens again.
Yeah. More exciting things.
but yeah, that they announced that Peter Parker is Spider-Man,
He
completely.
got doxxed. So
Yeah.
like, whoops.
Yeah,
Right.
Like they outed him as Spider-Man. They framed him to be a murderer,
And then they got rid of him.
and then yeah,
Yeah.
and you're like, what? So
Yeah.
I mean,
Like you're just never gonna get
Right.
recover from that.
Yeah. There's just
Yep.
like
Yeah.
Iron Man handed the baton to
Yep. No
nobody.
one.
yeah.
Oh,
What?
you're gonna tell people who I am? I'm gonna leave the franchise. Take that, Jake Gyllenhaal.
I am so curious as to what went on between those two entities because no one was going to win. Sony or Marvel. No one wins when you do this.
No.
And how did you not have that figured out before you made Spider-Man Far From Home? Like, you set so much of the MCU's future up in that movie, and none of
Right.
you thought maybe we should have an agreement in place to keep Spider-Man in these movies?
The cynic in me thinks that they knew at some level there was going to be
Yeah.
and they were going to acquiesce, right?
You think so?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I do
Because
too.
for that reason, there's
They
too
both
much
like
money. They know if they keep that path, they're going to lose so much down the road. So.
Well, I mean, I have to tell you, when I watched it in theater, and then when it came out on digital, Patches was like, I'll give it a shot because Katie, at a previous episode of the Kind of Nerdy Girls, had given it her recommendation.
You're welcome.
Even though she also doesn't really care about Spider-Man. And so, he didn't listen to me, didn't listen to his wife. But when Katie said it was a good Spider-Man movie, all of a sudden, he's like,
You're
I'll give this
welcome,
a shot.
everyone.
Do you need a microphone, honey? You're the only one without a microphone. Okay, all right.
Is it weird?
you can cuddle up.
Yeah. You could
So
get
then,
close.
second time watching it, like sitting on the couch here and watching it with that thought in my head of like, Spider-Man isn't like he can't
All of
ever
this
talk about
doesn't
Tony
matter.
Stark again. Like none of this matters. He
It was all a dream.
Right. Right.
We got done with the movie, and Patch is like, "Yeah, it was a good Spider-Man movie," and I'm like,
Whoops.
I didn't really like it so much this time.
Yeah.
I like it less now.
I was pretty bitter through the whole thing because all I kept thinking was, I know what's coming. I know what
Right.
what's going to happen, and then we're going to get no
Resolution.
resolution whatsoever.
And you know what I think it is. Why I think it's so upsetting is it's like the ugly side of Hollywood, the money battles and all of that stuff, sort of ruining our love affair of the fantasy of all the Marvel characters and everything and what we go to enjoy. So
Yes.
All for the money.
yeah, it's all for it's that nasty underbelly that we usually are protected from
Yes.
or don't want to know happens. Do your little things, just don't show us
Right.
that you're actually all just fighting over money and perhaps ruining our lives.
We know, just don't tell us.
Yeah. Right.
All you care about is money. I
Yeah.
don't even have enough money for the therapy I'm going to need for what you're doing.
Not our problem. See, I knew they were going to come to an agreement when they announced it because both companies like money and they're not going to get rid of the cash cow that is Spider-Man.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
So they can both make money
Yep.
or nobody can make money.
Well,
Right.
and now
It's like
Right.
the
There you
game
go.
show where it's like, do we both take the money and we both get money, or does one of us try to take it and nobody gets it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and now I heard, it hasn't been confirmed yet, but there are rumors that now that the agreement is in place, Spider-Man will be in Venom 2.
I thought that was a given, right?
Okay.
It hadn't
Thought
been.
so?
No.
Oh,
I had-
maybe
yeah, I
I was
hadn't
just
heard.
dreaming that.
I heard that after they
Yeah.
Yes.
separated.
Oh, I
but-
just assumed. I was like, well, yeah, that makes sense. So
Well, I just felt like I saw that and I'm so bitter, I'm like,
'Cause you don't like
ruining-
Venom, I know.
Ruining everything. And now you think I'm going to see Venom 2 now because you own
Yeah, I
Spider-Man?
guess I will.
I'm not. Oh, I will, but right now I'm going to say I'm not.
I will, but
I guess I will.
pretend.
Right.
What do you think moving forward? Do you think that these movies are going to work together?
Well, if they want money, they have to.
Okay.
I mean, I hope so, right? Because I think it's better overall if they are able to tie them together, because how awesome would it be to potentially have other characters on the Sony side, that they could kind of throw into a Marvel movie here and there.
Right.
I think everybody benefits from that. Right?
How long do you think Tom Holland will be Spider-Man?
I mean, nobody's made it past 3 movies.
Yeah.
But he's signed on for a 3rd, and then I thought a 4th.
Right.
But will we? Are we? Have we had story arcs where Spider-Man becomes like a grown-up
Yeah. In the comic books.
in the comic
Tobey
book?
Maguire.
So
Right. He got
Okay.
married, and he's.
Yeah,
An
did you
adult,
not watch Into
yeah.
the Spider-Verse? He
I
got like
did.
divorced and everything.
Yeah.
I did,
right.
but there were a lot of different verses
Right.
going on there. and I
Yeah,
was
the
like,
adult
So-
one that was really bumming me out.
yeah, that I don't want to see Tom Holland go down the path of the
divorce,
grown-up
They're-
Spider-Man.
Such a bummer.
It's that or
To
the
see that from your superheroes,
Right?
a divorce, no.
or the other
No.
adult one died like at the very beginning.
Right.
Oh,
So those are
yeah.
your 2
Yeah.
choices as an adult: divorced or dead.
Oh my
no.
gosh! And I liked that movie.
It was a good movie.
It's kind of like when you go back and watch a Disney movie as a grown adult. Like when I went and watched Fox and the Hound, and I was
So
like, why did I
dark.
like that as a kid? That
Yeah.
was terrible.
Made me cry the whole
It's
movie.
just dark. Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
I did not see the new Lion King, and not only that, I refused to see it. Does
Did
everybody
anyone
else
here see
agree?
it?
I haven't
didn't
seen
see
it.
Oh,
No.
we're all a bunch of wimps.
Well, I didn't because the lions were like the faces looked weird and I didn't like them. That's why I didn't go
I
see
was
it.
crushed and sobbed as a young adult when the first one came out. I think I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
I think I was on a date, maybe with my now ex-husband.
Oh no.
And I believe I ugly cried in that
Yeah.
when I saw that. And
Yeah.
it's like, no, what I can't relive that pain.
yeah.
No.
Great date.
Yeah.
That was it was the first movie we took my the youngest set of twins in my family. There's 9 kids in my family.
Yeah.
There's 2 sets of twins. We don't have time to talk about this. But the youngest set of twins, that was their first Disney movie. And they were terrified. Like they were I mean, they were crying, they were screaming, we had to leave.
I don't want to be here.
Right? And so not only was I was like, also like, you're right, this is terrible. This is sad and violent. And I don't like this
His
either.
uncle is a murderer. It's
Yeah.
horrible. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know why when they announced Lion King, I was like, oh, that'll be a good live action.
What a
And
good
then
movie.
The first trailer where you just see them hold up Simba, and I'm like, oh my God, they're going to be real. That's going to be awful. I can't watch
Right.
animal on animal
No.
violence
It's like
in a cartoon.
National Geographic.
Animal on violence in CGI.
You don't watch Animal Planet, do you? Or any of those like Planet Earth documentaries.
Right?
I get
Yeah.
very emotionally involved in Planet Earth.
I love
and
that.
I start screaming for the animals to try to get away. And so many
They
times
never
they don't
do.
make it.
Yep, they never do.
It's just heart wrenching. I don't know.
You guys, if I see a mouse around like our yard, I'm like, you got to get out of here. There's a lot of cats.
There's a lot.
Save yourself.
Oh, I'm like, you don't pay rent. Get out of here.
Yeah.
But like the lions freaked me out because like their faces were like it's in that uncanny valley where it doesn't look like lions, but it's not animated anymore. So it was like middle ground, and then they had no emotion.
Yeah.
So that was worse.
Yeah.
And then it was like the emotional turmoil of being a child and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, "Nah, you know what? I think I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just no.
And then Dumbo, I don't think anybody went and saw.
No.
No.
For the same
Did
reason.
it come out? I think I've wiped that from my
Yeah,
brain.
it
That
did.
one went out
It's gonna be
first.
terrible.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
that
was like the first
one?
live action one.
Yeah.
Right.
And then it was like Aladdin
Yeah.
or
No,
whatever.
No, that
or
was
that
Beauty and the
backwards.
Beast, right?
Well, they did
That was
Jungle Book
okay.
a while ago.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did Jungle
Yep,
Book a
that
while
was
ago.
okay.
I did see Beauty and the Beast
I liked-
because that's one of my favorite.
Is that the one
Disney
with the Hermione?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I saw that one.
Yes.
The Hermione.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we did. We took our daughter to that one.
That was a good one.
Yeah,
I
it
liked
was.
it.
It was good.
I did. I liked the singing, but I didn't like how much they changed the songs.
I agree.
Because I was like, I know them this way.
I agree
Yeah.
with that
Right.
assessment. When you're
Yeah.
singing along and they're not following the original, it's like what?
Yeah. I was like,
Yeah, I
these
don't
are
know
not the
why that
lyrics.
was necessary.
I agree. I don't
was
know
strange.
either. Yep.
And then, so we have So none of us saw Aladdin?
Nope.
Right?
No.
I heard it was great.
Yeah,
Like
I've heard good things.
yeah,
I'll watch it on a plane at some point.
I don't know. I'm
yeah,
not-
right.
Yeah,
It'll
we're
end up
out
on
of this.
Disney Plus. So
yeah,
you know.
right. Exactly.
Frozen 2's coming out in November. That's
Have you
our-
guys
kinda
seen that
nerdy night
video?
out.
Like it's from BuzzFeed or something where they're like, if Disney princesses and princes were real, and it's like the same girl acting out, and but it's like modern day, and so like she's laying there and it's like the Sleeping Beauty thing, and the guy like crawls up on her and is trying to kiss her, and she's like, I was just asleep. What are you doing? He's like,
Yup.
it's Aladdin. He's like, hey, I lied about my name and I, live on the streets. And she's like,
Yeah.
what? And he's like, I have to steal, to live. And she's like, what? And he's walking around like shirtless. It's hilarious. Oh my God. I'll have to
I
share
have
that with
not
you guys.
seen
I've got to
that.
go look that up and I'll share it with you. 'Cause
Yes,
it's hilarious.
please do.
Yeah.
Okay, so is there anything else in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that we need to talk about, or Disney, or anything else? Have you seen anything? Are you looking forward to anything? We're kind of in that,
The movie I'm going to see on Saturday,
what are you going to see?
The Joker.
Oh.
You're going to go see the Joker on Saturday?
I would say, heck yeah.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. That's our next kind of nerdy night out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're welcome.
You have to go to it because I wouldn't have made it a kind of
I
nerdy night out.
am.
Because
I committed.
my kind of nerdy night out for October was Maleficent 2, and you wanted
Okay, I'm
the
not going
Joker.
to see that. No.
Why?
Because the first one was like, eh,
You think so?
yeah.
I like the first
I
one.
liked the first one.
How
a
many
lot.
times can we take this same story and just put different actors into it?
Did you
don't-
see Maleficent, Clay?
We did again. Like my daughter loved it. I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
like I watched it and I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, all right. And then I'm probably not ever going to seek that movie out again. I'm not going to ever rewatch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll see two like when it's, on TV.
Yeah, like on streaming.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you're going to come to the kind of nerdy night
Okay.
out.
Well, there you go. There you go. And
Now-
my feeling about Joker is that I'm kind of afraid because I think Joaquin Phoenix will be really compelling and creepy, and I'm kind of like, what's that? Morbidly
curious.
Curious
Yeah.
about how
Me
he's
too.
going to be with it and how disturbing.
Either it's going to be really good and like thought provoking or it's going to be awful.
Exactly.
I think by all accounts, it's going to be really good.
Yeah, I can't
But
wait.
I think it's
I'm
going to be
just not.
wonderful.
I am not in that headspace. I don't want to see.
You don't
I'm
want to
into
see
it.
it?
I
Not yet,
totally,
no.
I
Yeah.
totally know exactly what you're saying.
Right.
Yeah. I
Now,
think
wait,
you
now why don't you want to see it, Clay?
Yeah, man. I don't need something that heavy right now.
It is a little dark. It's like
It's-
Handmaid's Tale dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can only watch an episode at a time.
Right.
Yep.
Like Taxi Driver is, by all accounts, classic movie. Right.
Right.
I don't want to watch that every week.
Isn't that
Right.
the one
Saving
where like some
Private
guy's
Ryan.
like, you
Yeah.
know what, I'm
Great
gonna kill
movie.
somebody over
I'm not going to hang around and watch that
Yeah.
on a regular basis.
Which one?
So-
Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's a great family-friendly movie.
Oh my gosh.
Not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So I think at some point I'll watch Joker.
Or like Band
Yeah.
of Brothers.
But yeah.
that was
like,
so good, but you don't rewatch.
So good, but I'm not gonna
was
watch it
great.
again.
Yeah,
Right.
it was great to experience.
You know, I even struggle with staying with the Joker because we watch movies. So if we love a movie, we watch it over and over.
Yeah.
We don't care. And I don't really want to watch The Dark Knight over and over. I mean,
No.
I think it's fantastic.
Oh yeah, I finally got around to it.
Yeah.
Like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
10 years and 2 months late.
A little
See,
late, yeah.
That's interesting that you've just watched it. So you're like
Because it showed up on Netflix. I was like, okay, yeah, finally.
you're coming off just like fresh off of that performance, and now you're going to Joaquin Phoenix, who I don't know. I don't know how I don't know how to not compare them.
Right. It's going to be.
Well, everybody's
inevitable.
going to be
But
like, it's not Heath Ledger. Bleh.
no, I don't think it'll be that bad because I think that River is gonna I think he'll knock it out of the park, and I think he'll make it his own to some degree.
Did you call him River?
He did.
I did.
Isn't that his
Sorry,
brother?
Joaquin.
Rest in
yeah.
peace.
The
River.
other one.
Wrong
Joaquin.
Phoenix.
Yeah.
Man, I love
It's
River.
okay.
I did love River.
He was great.
Yeah.
Doggone it.
Yeah. Stand by me.
Yep.
Sad, sad, sad. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what they can do with the Joker story that's going to make it
I guess
any more
anything, because he
interesting.
doesn't have a story. They're like, it's just some crazy guy. You all right?
Yeah.
So they can do whatever they want. I hope they don't pick like something lame.
So what do you think is going to happen? Like if this is hugely successful, what is the next step? Like, do they do a sequel to this, or do they
Right.
tie it into?
I hope they don't tie it into
DC-verse?
anything.
Right.
I don't
Because
know.
the DC universe is like just
Yeah.
terrible. But
yeah.
I don't know what the point of this movie is.
maybe it's like a one-off. Like it doesn't have to be tied to anything.
And I hope that's the case.
I agree.
Most
Yeah.
DC movies do end up being one-offs.
Because they're terrible. Yep.
Yes.
And then we're not going to talk about the Justice League because that was awful.
No, and I tried to watch Aquaman on the plane because I love Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
Am I saying
Doesn't.
that right?
Yeah, Jason Momoa. Yeah.
And oh my goodness. And I really tried to stick with it. And man, I couldn't stick with it. Even when I was like held captive on a plane.
I still haven't watched
I
it.
can't do this. I'm going to look out the window.
I love you, Warner Brothers. I'm sorry.
Oh, there's the ocean where Aquaman lives.
Yeah.
I decided on our second watch. Didn't we buy it?
Why would you buy it?
Because I'm
That's
quite
tragic.
certain that I had too much to drink at Studio Movie Grill.
So you got drunk and bought Aquaman?
No, I got drunk and thought it was good.
Oh, no.
And once again, I did not go into the Aquaman movie, but I can't remember the supporting actress's lead. I have a huge crush on her.
The redhead.
Yeah, the redhead.
Nicole Kidman? No. Oh, Heard.
Heard.
Amber
Yes,
Heard.
Amber
Yeah.
Heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, yeah, that's why I bought it.
But I was like, I remember really liking this, and I think it was just because I was buzzed enough to think it was really pretty.
Yeah.
And it was like, it's pretty.
Sure.
It's really pretty. And the
Yeah.
big screen. it
From
was
a
beautiful.
distance, yeah.
But the whole time I was like, huh,
Yeah.
I think I must have had too much to drink.
Very rarely is it a hit rather than a miss. But
Shazam, I love Shazam.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Shazam yet.
Oh my
Me either.
gosh, it's
Yeah,
so
it was
good.
good.
Wonder Woman was good.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder
was
Woman.
good.
That was
We
like
love
the
that.
only good one because Batman versus Superman was terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor DC.
No.
Poor Martha.
Oh, you know what? On a happy, I feel like I always need to balance it out. But
Well, let's talk bad about Marvel too, I guess.
no, I
they
can't. I
they have a
can't.
lot of movies to watch.
Takes so much time to watch
Takes
all
like
that good
27 hours to
Yeah.
catch up.
Lame-O's always producing great movies that
Right.
make me watch them.
Everybody
over and
gets
over.
3 movies.
I'm catching up on Supergirl right now. Supergirl is fantastic. It's solid. I really do.
Did the Flash
enjoy-
ever get better?
I stopped.
I only remember Jonna complaining about that show.
I stopped.
Really?
And I
Yeah, I didn't
haven't
watch
gone
it.
back to Arrow because even though I want to, because I know that they're bringing Tommy back somehow for the last season.
Yeah.
Jonna did do, I think a couple episodes ago, she gave me a minute recap of everything that happened in the last
I
season.
remember that. I think that was like
Yeah.
the 19th. She was like, in 30 seconds, John was like, okay, well, this, and he's back, and blah.
Oh,
and
she
you're
had
like,
extra time left, too.
Yeah, because she was like,
did.
nothing
She
happened.
did. She
Yes,
did.
yes.
Yeah. Something about another baby and another
Yeah,
daughter and blah.
like they went into the future.
Here for
and then there
superheroes,
was-
not babies.
Yeah. So then there was, Oliver and Felicity had a daughter that Will, I think didn't know about, or I don't know.
I don't know.
It was
Apparently
too- it
nobody
was too
knows
much.
about him.
No.
But Supergirl's good. I like Supergirl because it actually, I feel like it stays, it doesn't go so deep that you can't miss an episode here and there or not really know what's going on. Like
Yeah.
you can be like, I can figure out what's going on here. This is cool.
You can just pick it up and go.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But the big news on the CW is, of course, Supernatural
And Walker, Texas Ranger.
and Walker, Texas Ranger.
Sure. Oh
Yeah.
my
So-
God.
I heard about
No.
So the guy from Supernatural, the tall one,
Jared.
Yeah, that one.
Padalecki.
he's the new
tall
Walker,
one.
Texas Ranger.
Which is fantastic because there was an episode where they were in the West and Jared had a hat on.
cowboys.
So everybody was like showing the cowboy hat Jared all over the
Yes,
place.
when
And
the
they're
news
calling
it
broke, it
Walker.
was that shot of him from that one episode where he kind of looks like a cowboy.
You're right.
Yeah.
So now you get
There
a
we
bunch
go.
of that.
Yeah.
But he
Oh my
this
gosh.
is like his idea, right? He just wasn't cast in it. Like he's overseeing the project.
I didn't
Yes.
know. Is that the case?
So if you don't like it, you can't be like, oh, terrible writing, but I still love Jared Padalecki. Like this
no.
is his
Like, this
baby.
is his,
That's-
this
yeah.
is his baby.
He likes
Sorry.
cowboys now.
Supernatural was
I guess
coming to
so.
an end, and he said, "Hey, CW, I want to be Walker, Texas Ranger," and they went, "Cool."
All
They
right.
said cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
they're
yeah.
like, you know what? Batwoman's fine too, I guess.
Oh my
Sure.
gosh. I really am excited about Batwoman. Did you see she hurt herself? She had to have
Yes.
surgery. Like she was doing her own
it was a
stunts.
stunt injury.
Oh.
I
just
think
saw
we
that.
need to rethink that. I do think that we we've gotten smarter and we watch and we can tell when it's the stunt person and when it's not.
Well,
but I
yeah.
think that we have to be okay with that.
Right.
Because I don't want like Ruby Rose, like literally being ripped open on the set because we were like, if that's not her, then the show's not as good.
It's not real enough.
Right.
I don't understand how stunt people do it. Like
No,
they're
I
the
know.
real heroes.
They must get
here.
paid a lot.
Yeah.
Well, but they
Or
do
they
that
better.
crazy stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Insurance
But
must cost a lot.
they train physically for that crazy stuff.
I know.
Different than the actors.
Yeah,
You know?
but that's fine. Like
I would just want to
I'm
be
okay
like
with
the
that.
body double, not like the stunt person.
You want to beat somebody's butt or
Stand
something?
in
Yeah.
while they do the lighting.
Right?
But-
Or if it's like, I refuse to wear this outfit for this. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Not dangerous at all. Sure.
No, that was just the one thing I just wanted to interject. Like, put it in perspective. For a stunt person, you have to practice getting thrown through glass.
Yeah.
You have to practice landing on concrete.
Yeah.
You have to practice these things
Like car accidents.
over
yeah.
and over
flipping
and over to
cars
make it look real.
Yeah. Like all
No,
the
thank
Fast and
you.
Furious movies.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Wick.
Paul Rudd.
Yeah, right? That was good.
Paul Rudd.
Or-
Paul Rudd is still alive.
Isn't he the actor part of this?
Yeah, I don't
Paul
think
Rudd do his own
Isn't that the
stunts?
guy in Fast and
he
Furious?
doesn't strike me as a stunt guy.
I want to say it's Vin Diesel.
Oh, Paul Walker.
Oh,
There
that
you
one.
go.
The dead one. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the dead one.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
The dead guy from Fast and Furious.
Walker,
Yeah,
we're so
okay.
sorry.
Paul Rudd is, as far as I know right now, alive and well and still Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we ain't getting Ant-Man 3 anytime soon, so you don't know.
What's going on with Ant-Man? Is there a future of Ant-Man?
I hope
I
so.
don't
Like, if they're going
know.
to take it in any direction, I want it to be Paul Rudd's direction because he's
Okay.
hilarious.
All right.
I do
agree.
love him.
I want him to be, like, in charge now.
That would be fun.
Like, just winging it the whole time. Like, I kind of know about, like, science, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So he would be the Captain America. To
Yeah,
Spider-Man's
I want
Tony
him to be
Stark.
like in charge, and it's him and Spider-Man and their shenanigans because none of them know what's going on.
Yes.
That would be
well,
actually
and
really
then
funny.
Captain Marvel's going to come in and
She's gonna be like, "Hey guys, like,
get it
okay,
together.
come
Yeah.
on."
Like, I'm
Peter
super
Parker.
busy saving the universe.
all of
but you need to
existence.
do this and
Right.
this.
You think you can handle
And-
downtown for like a day?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to go back to Supernatural because Shelley is like
Walker, Texas Ranger.
all in on this. I knew we were going to get sidetracked with
prequel.
Walker, Texas Ranger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we going to watch Walker? We're going to watch.
No, it's called Walker now.
We're going to watch Walker.
They got rid of the Texas Ranger part.
because
It's implied.
so Jared Padalecki he's basically lived his life on the CW because he
Yeah.
was in the Gilmore Girls
Paying
before
those
this.
bills.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Like he's gone. Good for him. He's
His
gone. from,
driveway
one
is
show-
shaped like a CW.
Oh, I
Yeah.
bet his contract's
Right.
like written in blood. Yeah. They're like, we own you.
But do you have any thoughts? Supernatural is back as
It's
we
back next
as we are
Thursday.
talking. It is
For the
back.
final time.
Yeah.
On Thursday.
The final season premiere is a week from Thursday, the 10th.
And they like ripped our hearts out with
Yes.
their little end of the road campaign.
Yes.
And raised $280,000
with Hot
Dang.
Topic on that 2-day period. Hot Topic donated 100% of the proceeds from that T-shirt
Oh my
to
gosh.
victims of Hurricane Dorian for Dorian
gosh.
relief. So that's really amazing. I mean, the Supernatural fandom obviously is just incredible, and
Yeah.
the power that they have to do good is just, and the way it's harnessed by everybody is just amazing. So, I mean, it was awesome, and I think that everybody is going to get really obviously emotional for the first part of this season as
The first part.
And the last
Well,
part.
And the last part. Everything in between.
I think
all
in
the
the
parts.
middle we'll probably be in a lull of like, okay, we're in the middle of the season. It's okay. It's okay.
That's
it's
that
okay.
false security.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then all of a
And you're like,
sudden,
bam, final
it's going to
episode.
be next spring and we're all going to be freaking out.
Yeah. What are you going to do now?
Yeah, I don't know. I think that if there's one fandom that will continue strong for a long time, it would be this one.
Who do you think's going to die?
Everyone. They've already died at least once.
That's true, but who's going to be dead?
Honestly, I hope they just kill everybody off and they end it there.
Well, Jensen Ackles, the other guy.
The short one.
Yeah.
The bow-legged one.
the shorter one who is still like 6'1".
Yeah.
Right?
So-
Like, he just looks obscenely short in comparison.
Yeah. I think that he was quoted, and I read this, and I'm kind of afraid to say it, so maybe this was misquoted.
Allegedly.
That's okay. We're only
Allegedly.
kind of nerdy.
Okay.
Hypothetically.
Allegedly, he said something to the effect of, we're going to go away for a while. We don't know how long. Now, in the supernatural universe, that really could mean that they're going to die.
Yeah.
And because they have died so many times
Yeah.
and come back. I mean, especially Dean's character, Jensen's character, Dean, for the one episode
Dean's
he died
character,
like
Jensen,
100
I
times.
follow.
Yes.
Yep.
And so that they could mean they're going to be dead for a little while, and they may decide to resurrect them. We just don't know. I mean, but he
That's
did
the backup
say,
plan for in case the show gets revived.
yeah, yeah,
Well, I mean, the CW has lived on this show for a long time.
Yeah.
So they
Yeah.
would want to have a backup plan.
Here's how I see this show ending as someone who only watched 4 seasons.
Okay.
I see it as everyone dies and or the end of the world and or whatever. Fade to black. And then you just see the kid they left in hell because he's the only one left.
Adam in the
Because
cage.
they forgot about him. And he's like, hello, guys. And that's the end. That's how I would end the show. If I was the CW, that's how I would end the show. Because he can have his own revival where he's
God
still
and
trapped.
Lucifer are
Right.
gone. The Winchesters are
Yeah.
gone.
It's
And
like
there's poor
nothing.
Adam in the cage.
It's like the earth got blown to smithereens. It just doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
He's
That's
just
it.
there.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. All right, Clay. So let's talk about some of your fandoms that we haven't talked about.
Okay.
What do you like?
I mean, we covered like the Marvel stuff. I think
Yeah.
if
What are you watching right now, or reading, or doing? What are you doing with your life?
What do you do?
Nothing.
sales for like in the insurance industry, so it's
not nerdy at
super
all.
exciting. Yeah,
That's
right.
fun.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Nerdy stuff is in the wheelhouse. I think like
You like Star Wars?
I do like Star Wars. If I had to pick a fandom, I think that would probably be like
Your number
the
one.
the top one, right? But
So are you going to get Disney Plus?
I already signed up for it. I did.
I didn't even know you
I
could.
saw.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
it's coming soon."
Right. I saw there was a little blurb, and I went to the website, and it was like, all right, go ahead, plug
Yep.
it in. I know.
You're like, you know what? I'm gonna buy it anyway.
November 12th, I'm going to be watching
taking your money.
all that stuff. It's
Yeah.
like, why wait?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Definitely.
there's a ticker that if you go
Oh,
online,
really?
yeah,
Oh, there's like a countdown to Disney
Yeah.
Plus?
When you give us money.
right.
But then how many services are we all going to have? I mean,
Oh,
because
I'm maxed out at 3.
I still have cable.
Yep.
And I have Netflix and I have Hulu. And
You have Amazon Prime?
And Amazon
I have that
Prime.
one
Oh
too,
my
so
God.
4.
And now
Yeah.
there's going to be Disney Plus.
Shelly, we have cable and we have DirecTV and we have all of those things. Like we are the most courted people in the world.
Yeah.
And you're going to add Disney Plus to the list come November
Yeah.
12th.
Right.
I mean, my plan was to like get the first month of Disney Plus, watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier like all the way through and be done with it, and then unsubscribe. But they're doing that. It makes me so mad. The one episode a week where I have
Are
to be
they?
patient, like
Yes.
they did in the olden times
Yeah.
when TV was new.
Yeah.
Yep.
That,
They still do that on
No,
the
that's stupid.
broadcast TV.
we were. My kids love I do too. The Good Place.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I love
So
that show.
it just started,
it's
right?
working fantastic.
Right. Absolutely.
Sure, yeah.
So we watched the first episode of season 4, and like the next episode didn't automatically queue up, and my daughter's like, "What's going on?" I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh,
She's like,
honey,
"What?"
we
Oh,
have
I
to
do
wait
that
a
every
week.
time.
Yeah.
This is
I did that last week.
Yeah.
Because I
Back
was
in
like,
my
oh,
day,
hey, the
walking
Good
uphill
Doctor's back for season
in
3.
snow.
Yeah, I'll watch that one episode.
And you know what? They're doing that with the Great British Baking Show this season.
Are they really?
Yes, but it's exciting that they're doing it this way because Netflix now has the rights instead of PBS to air baking show.
Oh.
So Netflix is like, yeah, we're going to release it instead of waiting for 6 months or a year after it airs in the UK. We're getting it 3 days after it airs in the UK. So the new episode airs on Tuesday,
Oh,
and then
wow.
on Friday it drops on Netflix.
Wow.
But it's that same thing. You watch it on Friday, and you're like, okay.
Yeah.
So I have to go back and watch old seasons over and over again.
Oh,
Until
I was mad when they released it like Tuesdays at midnight, like just random shows, and I'm like, oh, I have to wait till Wednesday morning.
Yeah. We've been known with like shows we really, really like to if they're like, on a broadcast schedule like that where they're weekly, or like we'll just sit here and wait like 5 weeks, stockpile some, and then we'll binge that way.
And then we'll binge
I
that.
try.
That's smart. Yeah.
There's very
I
few
can't.
things that we watch, like when it comes out once a week. Doctor Who, because that's such an event,
Right.
that when
Right.
it's out, we're watching it, every week. When it
Another
comes-
one you have to wait every week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but other than that, I can't
is
think
this,
of that.
the
I
olden
can't think of
times?
any shows.
Right. What are we, cavemen?
Supernatural, yeah,
Supernatural.
we do
Yeah.
that with Supernatural. We watch.
Cavemen with TV.
It is.
I know.
Horrible.
Just give me
I
the
think-
whole season. You know I'm going to watch it all.
I think eventually Disney's going to own everything, so that will alleviate which streaming service to choose, because
Yeah.
it's
Right.
all going to
Eventually
be
they'll
Disney.
absorb.
Well,
Yeah.
I think that Warner Brothers will continue to at least own Harry Potter and stay. And
Harry Potter's their cash cow.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They're like, this is like the one thing we own besides Animaniacs.
They own Scooby Doo too.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that's true.
Supernatural.
Yes, yes,
And Sabrina and Riverdale. Okay.
Yeah. They'll get you that
yes.
money.
yes. Say all really nice things because Sally Shelley is here to sell you.
Sally Shelley.
Sally Shelley. That's going to be my new nickname.
Put that on a business card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sally Shelley Harper.
I do feel like I want an update on all the new stuff that you're doing with Conquest Journals, because you've been putting stickers out and new planners, and
Yes.
you've been going crazy. And you're
Yes.
doing. Shelley has a YouTube channel.
I do.
Yes,
I do.
You're
Do you
doing
put journals on there?
I do, but I also do some fun vlogs. It's youtube.com/conquest adventure. And, I do shopping vlogs, and I do like journal with me and plan with me videos. And so it's kind of a mix between me just running around and being stupid and then also showing some of our stuff. And with our Harry Potter license, we have 6 new different planners that you can choose from.
Yay.
And we have binders and we have stickers and we have something really exciting that's totally new and nobody else has made. And I can't tell you what it is yet. I know. Right? And then for Supernatural,
It's a secret.
It is a secret.
Can you give us a
Totally
hint?
secret.
Besides, no one else has it.
You can take it with you.
It's portable.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
So
I'd be worried about a journal or a planner that's too heavy.
You have to drag it with you.
Yeah.
You're going to need a truck.
well, our other ones are, they're book board and they're super substantial and whatever. So this is
I
going
think
to
I know what you're doing.
This is going to be a little different. And then for Supernatural, because it's the last season, we did make a smash journal, which is like a little scrapbook for it. And we just got the final approval to go to pre-production. So, and I think everybody's really going to love it because it even has Sam Winchester, his best hair, the episodes, and you
Yep.
can put it on like a list and
Nice. Ooh, I
famous
love
Dean
lists.
quotes and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Are there
So-
like stickers of Sam's hair, like you can put?
Is it like
different
one of those like
hair
paper
bits on it?
dolls
That
where
would've
you
been
can
really
put
great.
the
We do
hair
have
on
stickers
it?
that- yeah, no.
Okay.
Will
Coming soon. There's going to be an
coming soon.
additional packet.
Sam's hair.
Sam hair.
It's the last page. Would you be interested in doing Walker, Texas Ranger planners?
I just don't know how that
Hat and
will.
boots.
It's Sam with different cowboy hats.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how that would translate. I think a lot of planner people will also be Texas Walker, Texas Ranger people. I don't
Who
know.
knows?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm.
Got to feel out that crowd.
It's gonna be interesting to see what happens with that because everybody in Supernatural is gonna watch it. But
At first. Yeah.
yeah,
We're
yeah.
all going to try it.
Yeah,
Yep.
right.
For
We're
sure.
like, we're
Yeah.
like brand loyal now.
For sure. Yeah. To Mr. Jared Padalecki. And then, how good it is and who else it brings on. And if it
Do we
brings in
like
some,
cowboys?
some of the older audience that used to love it, back in the day when it was first on, and then newer people who never saw it originally. I don't know. It's just going to be really interesting.
I just hope Jensen goes back to being Eric on Days of Our Lives. We finally have a good Eric again.
I love when they show that clip of him. And,
Wasn't that great?
oh God, that's my favorite episode, The French Mistake. I love that when they're in the trailer and it's Jensen and he's like, "What?" and he slams the screen down.
Yes. Do you know Patches wouldn't watch Supernatural for a long time because
Because he didn't like Eric?
Because he only knew, he's like, that's Eric from Days of Our Lives.
Yeah, that's actually true. I'm like, there's no way the kid from Days of Our Lives is in a show that I'm going to like.
I didn't watch it because there was like 12 seasons. I was like, whoa, too much.
Yeah,
No, I'm thankful to say that I was very wrong about that. Yes.
Yes.
But yeah, no, that one, and then when Jensen gets killed 1,000 times.
Yep.
That
Mystery
was
Spot.
Oh,
yeah,
with the
secret spot. Yeah.
Is that the
Yeah.
one where it just starts
There's
over
an
and over again every
episode
day?
where
Yes.
his character
It was
just
like
keeps
Groundhog
Heat of the
Day.
moment. Yeah.
Groundhog's Day, it just every
Okay.
time he dies, it gets more and more gruesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite lines from Supernatural. Hey, pick and a poke.
Pick and a poke. Tuesday, pick and a poke. Yep.
Oh
Yep.
man, but it's
Yeah.
all coming to an end.
Yeah.
Boo.
Yeah, boo. I don't know. It's going to be an
Well,
emotional season.
Things just got real sad. Clay, go ahead.
I have been so distracted by this dot. Like
You-
it took
are
me
you
a
part-
while.
Laser for the cats?
Are you
Yeah,
part
right.
cat?
I was trying to figure out who was running it.
I did
didn't
too.
read
I was trying to figure out where it was coming from.
Running it.
It's
There's
magic.
a box right over there.
It's a box.
like,
Oh, and it's
for-
magic.
Is that it?
There were a solid several minutes
Oh, I was
that I'm
hardcore
looking
over here
around
like,
like,
Patrick,
Yes.
stop it.
Yeah.
So you know what this little black cube reminds me of?
Doctor Who?
Yes, the
Yes.
little black cube episode.
Yeah.
Or that
Yeah.
whole story
Right.
arc with those
Yeah.
cubes.
Yeah.
Power of 3.
Yeah, the power of
Yes.
3. So
I did the same thing. I was
For
like,
those of
Patrick,
you-
stop it.
listening, there's a little black box in our house. It's called a pet cube. We have one that
And the pet laser.
so that is the pet cube. We also have the pet cube bites, which is the bigger one out in our.
When your
Right.
cat keeps trying to break into
Yeah.
the
Yes.
treats.
So if you follow
And it-
me, KJ on air on any of the social medias, I will post footage of the cats trying to break into the pet cube bites to get treats.
Give
so
us the treats.
it's always
Let
it's-
us in.
It's Amelia and Melody. And sometimes, like Melody, who never gets in trouble for anything, she's like the sweetest little thing. But when we're not home, she's savage, and she'll
Bratty
like
girls.
knock that thing over. So the footage is the camera's like laying upside down, and she's standing over it. Like, you will give me the treats.
It's like a scary movie. Like one of those found footage ones.
Yes, yes. But this particular pet cube, which is also recording, which will be fun to go back and see the footage of you, Clay.
Right, yeah.
Picking up all
We
the
were both
motion
doing
in
it. We were like, what?
completely
But
distracted.
it has some sort of motion sensor that it knows. Look, Melody knows she's walking over there. Like it knows that the cat is moving around, so it turns on the red dot.
Oh.
So they get entertained at home, and then we get videos of them playing.
That's awesome.
We
And of
actually
people
did
staring
not.
at it.
We
Yeah,
got a
right.
video of Melody making noises that we didn't know that she makes. Because she has this cute little meow, like when you guys aren't here, she walks around chirping. She's like, it's the cutest little meow. Like, beep, 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 is how she talks. But one day I got a notification of some motion, and I hear this. I didn't see her at first. I just heard the sound off camera, like, wow. And I'm like, what's happening in my house? Like,
You got demons in your
what
house?
is going on? And she comes walking over, and she loves to hunt like shoestrings and stuff. So she gets them in her mouth and she carries them around, and she's all proud. And when we're home, she carries them around and she like prances around, like, look, I got a string, aren't I cute? And this was her like dragging it slowly, and she's going, and she's looking into the camera like, you see this?
You're next.
I had to replay it several times to really make sure that it was her.
Oh my
Because
gosh.
we have never heard her make that. She's
That
never
noise.
made that noise.
That's hilarious.
And sometimes cats will do that like at night, you know?
Yeah.
She does not make that noise when we are in the house. It's only when we're gone, and we capture it on the pet cube.
That's too funny.
And it's really kind of terrifying because it's that that gray, black and white video. So
Like
her
in the dark
eyes,
video.
Yeah, so her eyes are
She
glowing.
looks kind of possessed. Yeah.
Yeah, it's wonderful. But anyway, that's what the little red light is actually trying to entice you, Clay.
It worked.
To play
It
with the
was
pet
working.
cube.
Yeah,
So
I was
there you go.
completely absorbed.
There you go.
I was doing it too. I was like, stop it. Whoever's doing that, stop it.
Because I'm
And I
trying
was
to
like trying to look at other people.
yeah, indiscriminately look at hands, right? And see who's got. I'm like, how are they doing that?
I was just totally ignoring it. I saw something happening over there. I thought, whatever.
Did you think we were hazing you?
Yeah, it's like mess with the new guy. Like, oh. Jump out of the chair.
All right. Well, did you get everything that you wanted out of being a part of a Kind of Nerdy Girls podcast?
I did.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you don't. You're like, did you really?
I don't know.
Is there something nerdy you want to talk about that you didn't get to express during this time?
No, I don't. I listen to the show, right? So I don't feel like it's
You
driven
feel like
by
we're
any.
friends.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So I don't. It's kind of always a natural
And
conversation.
full disclosure, KJ and Clay have actually known each other for 20 years.
plus,
It's fraud.
Yeah.
right?
It's fraud.
Yeah.
It's not fraud.
fraud.
He got drunk and he bit on my podcast.
Get on a vacuum in this thing.
Yeah.
Those are my friends.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. There's no better support than your friends,
My
right?
friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
The Cancer Sucks Party is coming up on November 9th. You'll
Yeah.
have another opportunity to get drunk
Yeah.
and bid on a chance to be on this podcast.
Sounds like an
Absolutely.
The
investment.
only way anyone's ever going to pay to be on this podcast is if they're drunk.
if they're drunk
Come on.
at a party.
Come on.
Sounds like an investment, though. You buy a couple drinks, you're sold.
Yes.
That's right.
Are you guys going to come to the Cancer Sex Party at the Vogue? The Cancer Totally Sex Party?
What day is it?
I tagged you.
I know you tagged me. I haven't read it yet.
Next year will be
I have a
Cancer
job.
Definitely Sucks.
It's Saturday, November 9th.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure.
We are bringing in the nationally known band 16 Candles. They're
Okay.
an 80s band. And we've got a wish that we're trying to grant of a girl who's actually turning 16 that weekend.
Oh,
so,
that's awesome.
No pressure. She's just turning 16. And
You know,
her
the big
wish
1-6.
is to
Okay.
have her wish granted. So
What's her wish?
she hasn't decided where to go yet, but she knows that she wants to be on a beach, totally disconnected. So she wants her whole family to come, no cell phones, no social media. She just wants to lay on a beach with the sun
With
and
her
not
family.
think about anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's
That's
pretty
really
cool.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in chemo right now. She's going through a pretty aggressive treatment for leukemia. And, I would imagine that thinking about just
Relaxing.
Just being somewhere
right.
warm
Staring
and
at the
beautiful.
ocean.
No
Yeah.
doubt.
Yeah.
Beautiful sounds of the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what she wants. And in the meantime, we're going to try to make it happen with a cool party.
With
Yeah.
a concert.
Yes. I know.
November-
I've always wanted this is the 12th year of the Cancer Sex Party. I've always wanted to be at the Vogue. If you're local, the Vogue is it's a place that we've grown up with.
The Vogue.
And it's grown up with
Man.
us.
Yeah.
Right? It's not, the place where you're going to find 21-year-old girls puking in the bathroom
Right.
because they were drinking $1.25 wells, and you call it.
Tequila.
Yeah, it's we have Too Deep Brewing is sponsoring the party,
that's
so
cool.
their fine craft beers will be there for us.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's gonna be really fun. I'm excited.
Yeah.
And then it's
Like when you watch coming of age movies where it's like teenagers going out for a night out and they're like, yeah, let's go to this concert venue. That's what it is.
what is
The Vogue.
the
Yeah.
Vogue? Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
when you watch like hipster teen
Yeah.
movies and they're like, let's go to a concert. That's the place.
Yes.
Yeah,
But now
right.
it's for it's like
It's like you don't think of like the lawn at Ruoff.
Yeah.
It's,
Right.
yeah.
It's 21 and over, so the teenagers can't go. I'm sorry, Katie. We're going to need to see some ID.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, that's always a hurdle, but I'm sure we can find a sitter.
Yeah, I know. You find a sitter.
We'll leave them home alone. They're
Park
old
your
enough.
kid
They're fine.
outside on
I-
on the curb.
Yeah. Right.
How old is Will?
He'll be 13.
He's going to be 13. Yeah. Are you kidding? When I was 13, I was watching like 5 children myself.
That's because you had like a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? Like, I mean,
Right?
I was going to people's houses when I was 11,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
watching their children.
I was
I
the
was
neighborhood babysitter.
driving
Yeah.
vehicles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tractors.
Yeah. Like
Oh.
That
with
farm life. They
parental
don't
consent.
ask.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're
I mean,
like-
I grew up, my mom would send us down the street to the Joe's grocery store to pick her up a pack of Salem Lights when we were like 14.
It's just routine at this point. Yeah.
And I still laugh about that to this day because, she was a florist. And so we had to learn to drive. She wanted us to drive. She wanted us to deliver as soon as we legally could, but we had to practice beforehand.
Just look older. Go. Here are the keys.
Yeah, totally.
Just follow the law. Nobody's
Sure,
going to pull you
like,
over.
It's just, down the street a block. Just run down there.
Yeah.
But mother.
And the attendant, again, it's funny to me back then, right? There was no issue about, you put cash on the counter.
Agreement.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me the cigarettes.
They
You're like, you know I'm not
we were
smoking
picking
the
it up for
cigarettes.
mother.
Yeah.
I mean, they were
Yes.
like, they would watch us walk in the door, and they'd like start getting out the pack of
And
cigarettes.
if you make her drive all the way down here, she's going to be mad.
I can imagine some stranger is like she's a regular. She
Like
just
the
like
new
a
guy.
pack of- yeah.
New guy's like,
Yes.
she's like 13.
She's gonna want camels. Here you
First
go.
of all, she pulled up in a big blue station wagon, and she does not look old enough to drive.
Close enough.
A couple of headlines, and feel free to chime in if you get excited about this. Sabrina season 3 just wrapped up filming.
Yes.
So it's going to production and will be out soon.
Yes.
And Stranger Things season 4
Yeah.
has
Finally.
been officially announced.
It's teased.
It's teased.
Right.
Yes.
And they kind of act like, I just want to approach something here.
Yeah.
They kind of act like it was a big announcement that
We
at
knew.
the same time they did this, that it was passed for a season 4. Did anybody ever think there wasn't going to be a season 4?
Exactly. I thought they announced that
No.
a
Right.
while ago. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So then
Yeah.
when they did the little, we're not in Hawkins anymore.
Right.
And they wanted to act like it was this big thing. Oh, we're going to do season 4. Everybody's like, yeah.
Yeah.
We know.
We know.
We
Yeah.
expected of you.
Was
Yeah.
that not announced? I was pretty sure we already
We
knew
expected
that. Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
is
I
that
wanna know if anybody else caught that.
somebody's sitting there because they've put so much work into this big tease.
It's
you
a
know,
40-second
we're not Hawkins
teaser.
anymore, and then
Right.
It's just
like
the
waiting
logo.
for the reaction,
Of
and
the
we're
number
all
4.
like,
Duh.
"Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, duh.
So, yeah.
Hey, you better have a season 4.
Yeah.
And then everybody's like, oh, they're just going to go get Hopper. That's what season 4, because they're not going to be in Hawkins.
He's dead.
He's dead.
Not dead.
I hope not, because I love him.
He's not dead.
He's in Russia.
He's in Russia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it's going to be something dumb, I'm sure. But we'll find out. They haven't let me down yet, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
But-
I would agree with that.
I'm so
do.
far behind because I can't get Patches back into it.
Eric watched one episode. I was like, I'm so excited to share this with you. And it was right before season
Stranger
3 came out.
Things.
So
What
I was
is
like,
your
it is
deal?
straight up your alley, like 80s,
Right.
like crime, drama, mystery stuff, Scooby Doo, all
Yeah.
the lines merge at one point kind of stuff.
Yeah.
He watched one episode. He's like, all right.
Aw.
I'm like, come on.
But it's just more of a kid show to me. It seems like
What?
It just. I mean, like it's
KJ's
so.
face. Her face is so like, no,
This is
she does
why
not
we don't have
agree.
kids because my husband thinks that
Do
Stranger
you think
Things is a
children
kid
should
show.
watch that show?
I do not think
I,
they
you
should.
know what? After the
My kids
first
love
after
it.
the first season, what's that?
Your kids loved it.
Ellie is such a super fan.
Oh
And
yeah, but
we
Ellie
were-
has no fear.
She doesn't. And we were on the fence, right?
How
Kids
old
are
is
like
she?
terrified.
She's 9.
yeah, it's good
It's
enough.
in and that was our. It's like we don't want it to give you nightmares, so we did the big talk. Like it's a fake thing.
It's
It's
not
CGI.
real.
right?
Right.
But she zero issue. She is all in.
Oh,
Like
good for
she
her.
bought
That's awesome.
Yeah.
11 Funko Pops, and she's
Yeah.
She's got a. Oh, I think
yeah.
that she had 11 Funko.
No, she means
and then 11 Funko Pop. Yeah.
bought
Millie
11
Bobby
Funko.
Brown.
No, listen.
Yeah.
I
the
drove
criteria.
myself to Baskin
That's right.
Robbins to buy the special
And
edition
11,
one.
yeah.
What?
Yeah, I drove myself to Baskin Robbins when season 3 came out and got the special edition pop
Scoop
figures
Oh, that's
and the
awesome.
T-shirt. Yeah, I
Yeah.
did.
I didn't know
They're
there
at my
were
house.
special edition
I am
baskets.
I even did the 1984 Coca-Cola special edition thing where
Yeah.
it's new Coke and it's
Yeah.
gross.
Right.
You are super into
I am
it.
so proud of you.
It's a good show.
It's a fun show.
It's fun. I like it.
And Target actually had some really good Stranger Things stuff over in their like nerdy
Yeah, they
wall.
do. Yeah.
And
Okay.
one of them was really creepy. It was a Demigorgon pool floaty. And the big thing over it was like its mouth. So like you lay in
See,
its
I like-
mouth while you're floating around the pool. So
my
disturbing.
gosh.
I like
awesome.
the T-shirts at Target because it's that kind of 80s like baseball tee vibe, but they're very plain, and I like them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like it, and it's bringing back the 80s.
Yeah.
and we're teaching
A time
kids
that
how
I
cool the
remember
80s are.
fondly not existing in.
Oh man! But speaking of bringing things back, whoever the youth of today is who brought the scrunchie back.
Oh, the one I'm wearing right now?
Yeah.
You are.
It's good for your
brilliant.
hair.
It's
Yeah.
good for your hair. It's healthy for your hair.
They look cute.
Yeah,
Patrick?
and I was really impressed by your new Doctor Who one.
Yes. Clay's wife, Wendy, is crafty. She's made us several quilts, Doctor Who quilts. We got one right here that's the crack in the wall.
Yep.
Did you see this?
No.
Crack in the wall.
You'll have to check the back of the
I will.
couch.
Yes.
I will.
She's going to be at Doctoberfest, which is,
Ah,
yes.
I love the
at
name.
Who North America,
Yep.
which is here on the southwest side of
One south,
Indianapolis.
east,
Yep, yep.
That
Canby.
ish way. Yeah.
And it's
Kentucky.
like it's this awesome. If you're a Doctor Who fan, and I'm always shocked when I talk to someone in Indianapolis who doesn't know that this exists. Like,
Yeah.
and I'll get they'll tag me in it. Did you know there's a Doctor Who store?
I'm like, yeah, I've been there
Yeah.
many
I
times.
throw
Yeah.
parties there.
Yeah.
We've been there
Yeah.
a few times.
But it's all so it's a whole bunch of like really cool vendors who all make
Handcraft.
handcrafted
Yeah.
Doctor Who stuff. So
That's
it's-
fantastic.
Yeah,
That's
it's
cute.
super
I
cool.
think it's
So-
the last Saturday in October.
It is October 26th.
Yep.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep. And I'm pretty excited about it.
Yep.
Because I haven't been able to go because I've been working the Walking Dead convention the
Okay.
last few years in Atlanta, and we are not working that. So I get to go to
Walking
Doctor.
Dead Oktoberfest, is it?
I get to go to
There
Doctoberfest,
you go.
and then that night is the Haunted Hairball.
Awesome. There you go.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
you should come to the Haunted Hairball.
I will.
No,
I
you
will.
won't. I can tell you're not.
No, I won't.
I will. No, I won't.
Because it won't. No, it's Bands of America. Sorry.
It's what?
Bands of America.
You know,
your
the marching
son
band
is
marching
competition.
band.
Yeah.
Marching band season every single weekend.
Forever.
That's why I can't come to
Yeah.
the cancer party.
It's not a cancer party.
You're trailing off with that excuse.
Cancer
Yeah.
sex party. Cancer sex party.
Distinction.
Hairball
Sorry.
thing.
Sorry.
When are you? Oh, I'm busy. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Marching band.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
all good. It's all good. You got kids. Katie's got a dog.
Yeah, I have
are-
a commitment. I can't go.
Do you have any gaming updates for us?
I've been playing Link's Awakening.
I'm trying to be more creative because you criticized me the last time for being lame with my sound effects.
Do the same ones.
It's time for Katie's gaming update.
Yeah. So I spent like 3 weeks playing Stardew Valley, which is like
Stardew
yes.
Valley.
So it's a farming simulator. But it's the cutest game. And I'm so emotionally invested in this game.
Wait, what are
Okay.
you emotionally invested in?
Because there's like
The cows?
no, I don't care about my cows. They're on an auto feeder and I just ignore them.
Aw, you should care about them.
But they're like
feeder.
like your grandpa dies and he leaves you his farm and you're like, oh, I hate my business job, bleh, so I'm gonna go live out my dreams on grandpa's farm, right? And it's just this little island. So you get there and everybody's like,
Wait, Grandpa's
you?
farm is on an island?
yeah.
So wait a minute, Katie. Isn't it like what's that game that you?
It's like Harvest Moon. Or it's like Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing. And
Except it's pixelated little people.
my
instead of
daughter still
creatures.
loves Animal Crossing, and she
Yes.
will.
I have
put,
that on my phone.
Do you,
yes.
Yeah, she has it on her phone now too. And
Yep.
she will sometimes when she's studying she goes to IU, she's studying. She'll have they have YouTube channels with Animal Crossing
Yeah, the
music that
music.
just loops.
The
And
ambiance.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
I
she
do that
just-
all the time. I do that at work.
Yep.
You listen to Animal Crossing music?
No, not Animal Crossing, but like I'll put on the Skyrim soundtrack because that's just a
Oh,
beautiful,
yes.
fantastic piece of work.
Yes.
And I'll just let it run all day.
Or
Oh,
Zelda.
yeah, I've
Yeah.
got a Doctor Who
Yeah.
channel. It's nice because sometimes like a little squirrel come on and I'm
Right.
like, oh,
See
that
that.
makes
Yeah.
me think of Rose.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's this little
Yeah.
pixelated farming adventure.
Okay.
So you grow your farm or whatever, and after 2 years, Grandpa comes and judges you.
Grandpa comes back from
I
the
thought he
dead.
died.
He's like a ghost, and he judges you, and
Oh
he's
my
like,
gosh.
"Did you get married? Is the farm a big deal? And do you have a lot of animals? You know, yada yada, X amount of criteria."
Back off, Grandpa.
Yeah.
I'm living my
but
life.
you go to this island and it's full of like bachelors and bachelorettes and stuff, and you have to like give them presents every day for them to like you.
What is this
Wait a
game?
So
second.
I
He gives you a farm with the Bachelor.
It's like the Bachelor video game, yeah. So
Oh
you
my
roll
gosh.
up and there's like 8 people you can choose to marry, right? And you have like weird fish hobo guy and like the local town drunk and then the goth kid and then like some guy that kind of likes sports and then
for
some
the goth
kid that
kid.
like rides a skateboard and then the teacher on this island because there's 2 children and then you have this lady who just constructs things and like that's all she does all day and then it's like random people so you give them presents to get them to like you and if you get enough hearts with them it's like these events happen.
So you bribe
like,
people
That-
to like
yeah.
you.
oh yeah, I rolled up and I'm
doesn't sound
like,
like an
here's a
emotional,
pepper.
healthy game.
Do you like me now? And they're like, yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Have
So-
some of my vegetables and
Yeah.
like me.
And then if they like you enough, they're like, you want to get married? Yeah, move into my farmhouse.
What?
So then you move in, and then a couple days later, they're like, you want to have kids? And if you click yes, then the next morning, a baby appears in your house.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
how that happens.
Yeah, that's exactly.
You can have
how
up
that
to 2.
Exactly.
But if you hate them, you can get divorced. And if you want to get rid of your children, there's a witch that you can sell your children to. And she turns them into it gets better. And she turns the best part.
I wish it was real life.
If you sell
That's
your
kind of
kids,
awesome.
she turns them into seagulls and they hate you forever.
Oh my gosh.
Judah, if you had led with
It's
this
the
at the
best
beginning
game.
of the podcast, people would still be listening.
It's the best game. Yeah.
You've been saving this for the end.
Oh, it's such a good game.
That is
I've been playing it for
fantastic.
weeks.
Holy
And then I
cow.
just
I
flipped
wouldn't
over
play
to
that
Link's
game.
Awakening, which is like the current remake of Zelda. It's not
Okay.
as fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is
Is that on
it?
Switch?
What?
Link's Awakening.
I love Zelda. It's not as fun.
I mean, it's not like Breath of the Wild, but
Oh, yeah.
turning your kids into seagulls is pretty fun. So,
Yeah.
like, you know,
Got that going for you.
yeah, just trying to woo the local town drunk, okay? Like, leave me alone. I gotta grow my
I
farm.
gotta grow my
Because the only
farm.
thing he likes is peppers. So I gotta grow peppers to get him to like me.
And then marry me and have a baby
And then
the
get
next
divorced
day.
and turn our kids into seagulls. Yes.
How many of the bachelors have you gone through at this point?
One, because I didn't like any of them.
Oh.
Yeah.
okay.
Because I was like, you know what? I'm going to like make this an adventure and like try different things. No, I hated them all.
I'm holding out for the right man.
I was like,
in this
Yeah.
game.
the goth kid? That's stupid, right? I don't care about the sports kid. No. The weird fish hobo that lives on the beach? No. I'll go for the town drunk, I guess.
Is that who you chose?
Yeah.
kid.
And like, like you get multiple hearts, like little events happen that like bond you as friends or whatever. So his first one is he just gets trashed on the pier at a lake. And you sit there and he's like, yeah, sometimes I just don't want to exist anymore. And then it fades to black and you go on with your business as normal.
What?
And then the next one is he gets really drunk and threatens to roll off a cliff.
Here's what I
And then
think.
the next one he gets help and he's like, oh yeah, I'm dealing with my depression now, so I'm all better. Thank you.
This is where we're at, guys.
And then the next one you go to like a soccer game together and he introduces you to his blue chicken and he's like, hey, you want to
No.
get married?
no, no,
No, blue chicken. No,
Now that I have the
This is
blue
what's
chicken's
happening.
approval.
not that that's a metaphor for anything.
No, like it's an actual chicken that's blue.
Right.
And then it unlocks, now you can buy blue chickens
See, I
instead
feel
of
like
regular
you're
white
drunk
chickens.
at this point.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Yes. Here's my theory on this.
It's
We've
a
been
great
doing
game.
this podcast for so long, and Katie knows I'm never going to play her games. Patches finally played Hitman. She's gave it to us
I
like
gave that to him last year.
last year. Finally played. Actually, I will tell you, it was
Game's 9 years old.
Yeah, it's a good game.
yeah. So she just is totally making crap up at this point.
I'm not, I swear.
asking for a gaming update.
I swear, it's
because
true.
we're never gonna. She can say anything she wants right now.
I'm not that creative.
and we
I
are
was just
not
gonna say,
going to verify.
I'm not
she
like
made all
clever
that
enough
up-
to come up with that on the spot.
That would be super impressive.
Right?
Blue
Yeah.
chickens?
You're-
Yeah. I
fine.
swear to you. And the local town drunk's name is Shane. Like, look it up. Everything I said about this game is true.
Katie, I just want to go back to your choices. Out of all of those choices, you chose the
Okay.
town drunk.
So here's your bachelor choices. Tell me who you would pick.
the goth kid.
The local
The goth
hermit
kid,
who lives
totally.
on the beach, right?
Okay.
the goth kid.
The goth kid.
Is the,
the
goth
kid
kid
that-
legal? I don't want to do anything.
Yeah,
weird.
his name's
Okay.
Sebastian, and he
Okay.
lives in his mom's basement.
Yeah, that's all right.
Oh,
You know. No. Like his routine, because they have routines every day. So he gets up, plays on his computer for 6 hours, gets food, goes back, plays on his computer, goes and takes a smoke break, and goes back to bed. That's his whole routine. Right?
Does
And then
he-
you have
Does he make any money?
No.
No.
And then you have the one
Oh.
kid on the island that plays sports, I guess, because all he does is go outside and throw a football by himself. Then you have the one kid that rides a skateboard and is in a band, I guess.
Ooh,
Excuse me.
I like him, skateboard kid.
Yeah,
Nah.
you didn't bring him up before.
Nah,
Yeah.
he's not exciting.
Yeah.
He's very
Oh.
boring.
Skateboard and a band?
But I'm telling you,
Yeah,
like
that's pretty
the
cool.
town drunk is the
think
only
Clayton
bachelor
got
that has a
married.
job.
Yeah, right.
Oh, he's the only.
He's the only one that had a job.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I had to
Yeah.
chase his ass down to give him presents at work because I
kept-
couldn't find him any
you
other
had to
time.
keep giving him peppers until he liked you.
Yeah, I was like, here's peppers every day until you like me.
What does he do for a living?
He stocks shelves at the local supermarket.
With all those peppers.
Yep. Yep.
Wow.
I'm not even making it up. I swear it's 100%
I
true.
don't believe you.
Look it up. I'm telling you.
No.
It's so true.
I just want to see the blue chicken.
Yeah.
know.
It's cute.
I feel like
They also have void chickens.
There should be a spin-off game that's just the town drunk and the blue chicken.
Yeah, I would buy that.
You have the chicken's
Is
approval.
that not a thing?
This
Can we
game
get
also
adventure?
has multiplayer,
Yeah.
so you can play with your friends.
Oh, we can
that's
all
cool.
we can
You
You
all
get your
do
own
it.
farm.
we can all have a blue chicken.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Shelly, do you have any board games you've been playing that you enjoy?
Haley and I tried Villainous again, and I really want to love that game. It's really cool because you play as a Disney villain.
Okay.
So and then the bad people that you play on the other players play against you, they put a hero on your board and you have to defeat the hero. So that's kind of fun. But each character has their own objectives and their own little board. So it's almost like you're playing two separate games, and it's
cool.
a little bit challenging. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes board games are so complicated that they take a long time to understand all of
Yeah, I don't like that. I want
mechanics.
like a 10-minute learning
I
curve,
want
and then
put all the
let's do it.
stuff on the board and let's play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like more complex games sometimes, but they can be a little, challenging. So that's the most recent thing we played.
All right, Clay, you going to contribute anything?
Nothing
Wow.
whatsoever.
No games, nothing.
Wow.
Nothing. We're kicking around the idea. I think we're gonna do like a Dungeons and Dragons, because the kids have watched Stranger Things. And
D&D's on the rise
yeah.
again.
So
Yeah.
Have you played before?
I never have.
Okay, we were
have
just
always wanted to
discussing.
learn.
Yes,
Me
we were
too.
discussing this.
Oh my god!
You guys were totally doing a D&D night. Yes. Clay's
Yes.
our new best friend.
I guess you get to stay.
Right.
You know what, Clay? We're all gonna hamper on your D&D party. We're all gonna be there.
Please.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got that. I haven't watched it yet because we don't have a DVD player at Make-A-Wish. But
You got all this. You got cable and you don't have a DVD player.
I have a DVD player at my house. We don't have one at Make-A-Wish. But the True Dungeons people had a professional photographer and videographer go through True Dungeons with our Wish Kid
Oh, at Gen Con.
at Gen Con.
Yes.
And they sent him the DVD and they sent me the DVD. I haven't watched
I've
it yet.
always wanted to see what it looks like. That's fantastic.
I'm so excited. I brought it
know.
home if you want to watch True
Oh, yeah.
Dungeons.
Yeah.
And because the whole village gathered around him at the end and they all knelt down and they knighted him and they gave
that's
him his
so
own
cool.
coin. Like it's like a Drake coin. So
Yeah.
I can't. I'm gonna cry watching it. But I promised him when they come back for Gen Con next year that by that time I would understand Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
I would give it
So
a shot.
yeah, I'll totally get a pack or whatever. I know,
Okay.
Get the book. Yeah.
Will just saved up. He now has a 3D printer, and I was watching YouTube videos over the weekend. And I was like, you can print the little
you can
figurines.
make your little
yeah.
Mini. Make some minis. Make
Yeah.
your little. Yep.
Yeah.
So we can have like a whole assortment.
All right.
Yeah.
This is a plan. You guys, we make a lot of plans on the show.
I really want us to follow through with this
I
one.
really do.
Can Katie's avatar be a blue chicken?
I would. I would do that, except I want to be a bard.
Oh, yeah. The Bard is fun.
The bard's my favorite.
Yeah.
And my favorite's when you get only bards and you just roll around like you're a traveling band.
Bards, they don't have any powers,
No,
do they?
it's power of music, baby. Nobody wants to be a mage.
Katie doesn't want to do any work.
No,
Come
I just
on.
want to be a bard and have
She
a good
just wants to
time.
run around and sing while we protect her and fight off everybody,
Yeah, of
right?
course.
Yes.
Who wants to be a knight? No. I
gonna
want to
be
be
a-
the bard.
I'm going to be a pixie rogue. Remember, we talked about this at
Yes.
Gen Con.
Yes.
Everybody's like, I'm going to be a rogue assassin. No.
And I've got to do some character research.
Yeah, we
I-
all
yeah.
have
Yeah, we
to.
gotta,
How
like-
do we learn? Like, is there, if you're
Where do you
listening right
start?
now, we don't, that's
He
the
doesn't
thing
know.
about Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know
Yeah,
how to start.
I don't
I
know.
feel like
Yeah.
you know how to like continue because you just make decisions and you roll the dice to determine
Right.
outcomes
think-
and it's all story.
It is all story, and I think if we could find somebody who has played before that could be
Like
like our dungeon master to
Yeah.
help work us
Carl
through
from
it.
PopCon said he'd be a dungeon master. for
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
that
do
would
that.
be
And then
Because I think that's the challenge.
Something
Yeah,
about
yeah.
character sheets.
yeah,
I
it's
don't know.
having somebody develop the story and be the dungeon master.
There's going to be so many people your children don't know in your house to play Dungeons and Dragons.
And you're like trying to figure out your character. You're like, oh, 0 intelligence,
Yeah.
10 on luck.
yeah.
I'm going to tell Carl to use like a really deep voice, or you open the door, I'm the dungeon master.
Yeah. Yeah,
My
son,
kids will disappear.
my son just told me, he's 17. He just told me the other day, he's like, I really want to learn to play D&D. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God, we've got to figure that
Yes.
out.
I think
Yeah.
it's coming back.
Let's do it.
Yep.
All right, we're going to do this.
Like, let's not say we're going to do it and not do it. Let's do it.
Let's
I
do
know,
it.
because we're really bad about that.
No,
you need to
I'll-
go back and listen to all of our hopes and dreams. That
Yeah.
never come
I'm
And
in.
every single time I lie.
I'll
Is this a
get
pact?
something.
Is this a deal?
Yes.
Are we making
Yeah.
a D&D
Yeah.
pact right now?
Let's make a pact.
Patches, are you in? You've been awfully quiet.
I'll be the voice guy for D&D.
He could be the dungeon
lame.
master.
No, you have to
He doesn't
play.
like to try new
Actually,
things.
I will help with the cooking and bartending.
Is there
Okay,
a
that's okay.
curmudgeon in D&D? Because that's what Patches would be. He'd be the grumpy guy that just is
You don't want to
judging
be a
all of
bard
us.
with me?
No, I'm just gonna be the guy in
We
the
could be
corner.
a duo.
No, I'll just be the guy in the corner going. Meh.
It's like Tenacious D. We could be like a duo.
You know, he's
Ooh,
going to be like,
Tenacious
Yeah.
bees.
he's gonna be like an
Ooh,
NPC.
that's not bad.
The Tenacious
Like a-
Bards.
The non-active side character, right?
Right.
Or like the Blues Brothers.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, don't say those words to me. That,
There you
Whip.
go.
Orange whip. 3 orange whips.
He will quote the whole movie. Like, you guys, we
Do
got to
it.
wrap it up
And then
now.
like every bit of dialogue you can use is only from that movie.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
Hey, that's fine. In
Yeah.
context of a game, I mean,
Yeah.
a 2-hour movie is like weeks
Like
of script.
nothing. Yeah.
Clay, you looked like you wanted to say something. You're paying to be here. Go ahead.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. I will say
Did you get your money's worth?
I did. And I think the biggest thing, like seeing your face make those noises.
No.
What? Oh, me?
Yeah,
the sound
you.
effects at the beginning.
Oh,
Because
what's
you get-
my face do?
Well, you do this like morphing thing while you talk, where it's like
Well, how
you
else
just
are
have
you
all
gonna
these
do sound
emotions
effects?
shift through
All
your
right,
face.
do sound effects without moving your face.
No, it's not that you make a face.
She totally just
It's
did
just
it.
that
totally did, okay.
I have wanted to see your
It's
face.
my
when
day
you do
job.
that, right?
Okay.
Like I only hear it, so I can only imagine.
It was what my face was doing. Did it live up to what
It was worth. It was
expectation.
worth every penny. Yeah.
Every penny
Yeah.
to pay to be on this
Excellent.
podcast.
And like I said, 20 plus years of friendship, and he still had no idea what her face was going to look like when she made those sound effects.
And it's like I always giggle at the beginning because that's the.
Now you
It's
know.
so funny.
You're right.
Oh yeah, I had a guy on LinkedIn. He was like, "I really love your podcast. I am a professional podcast
LinkedIn.
producer, and I'm on LinkedIn. Leave me alone. I'm a professional.
She is. She's active on LinkedIn.
I'm very.
Oh, I'm
active
not.
on
I was gonna say.
LinkedIn. I'm a development officer now. Okay,
Ooh, big
I
fan.
know. I know. I like LinkedIn. Don't judge me.
Oh, I judge
being
LinkedIn.
grown
at all. Yeah.
Anyway, he was totally judging me. Like he didn't say, "Hey, I noticed that you spit into a microphone and make weird noises. Maybe you want to upgrade that." He just pitched me on the great sound effects library that he has created, and if I was interested,
You're like, I got my own.
and I was like, "Have you not heard the poo choo pa pa pa? Come on, man! Everybody is going to be paying for that soon."
That's
Sound
right.
library's free.
All right.
That's right.
All right, this podcast is brought to you by
Conquest Journals.
That's the easy one.
Clay and his donation to Make-A-Wish. Thank
Apparently,
you for
drinking
helping.
and purchasing things in auctions,
Yeah.
like vacuums.
That's right.
What else?
I read a book, so like that, I guess.
Okay, blue chickens.
Yep.
Blue
Yep.
Chickens.
I can't believe you
subject
don't
of chicken-
believe
chicken
that that's
Alfredo.
how the game is.
Chicken Alfredo.
Oh, that's right. Were you
D
about-
D&D in our
Oh, yes.
future.
D&D.
Yeah.
And
Those are
Producer,
pointers.
producer Brad
a creative zombie. Yeah.
Yep.
Hopefully you don't have to edit too much out.
and Popcorn, of course.
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
And
Popcorn.
laser pointers.
And,
Yes.
and yep.
And kitty laser pointers.
Yep.
The pet cube.
All right. Thank you for listening. Please join the Kinda Nerdy Network on Facebook. Just go to Facebook and search for the Kinda Nerdy Network.
You can do it. I believe in you.
You're welcome. It's a private group.
You'll find it.
We'll judge you before we let you in. No, we won't.
Do we like you enough?
No, we won't. We'll be like, wow, somebody else wants to be
Wow,
in this
someone
group. That's
accept.
weird. Thank you and good night. Pa-pa. Choo, kiki, pa-pa. Good. Boop, boop. Choo, kiki, pa-pa. Good. Boop, boop. Choo, kiki, pa-pa. Good. Boop, boop. Choo, kiki, pa-pa. Good. Boop, boop.